Right, so I cannot believe that it's took me five, nearly, nearly 6 years to find this. Probably 6 years to find this. But I finally figured out how to do it. So I'm gonna call this the extended descent skip. Because it skips the extended part of the descent skip. So extended descent skip. So I've just landed from the fall. So what you want to do is when you run down here and land on here, instead of now walking off there with the two-handed weapon and loading in the extended part, what we're going to do is we're going to come here and we're going to crouch. We can fall down onto this this platform right here. You don't want to die when you do it, but you want to land right here. So right below me, all the way down below me, is a checkpoint. The checkpoint that you would hit at the start of 17. But the issue is, like I remember me and Looney talking about this years ago. You can't fall far enough to hit it, because you die. But I finally found a way how to do it. I just thought to myself, I'll try again. I haven't tried in a long time, and I found a way to do it. So what you want to do is when you're here, you want to make sure you're standing up with the two-handed weapon that you have. Now, I've messed around with a different couple of setups for this. Basically, what we're attempting to do is make it so that as soon as you start the roll, Isaac's going to instantly start falling. Usually when you roll off something, he obviously rolls forward, kind of slows down a little bit, and then starts to fall. We're going to make it so that he falls straight away. Now, this setup that I'm going to show has worked pretty much 95% of the time for me. This skip is not 100% consistent. Because basically we're falling into a checkpoint trigger. I have messed around with a bunch of different couple of setups. This is the most consistent one I've found, but it does seem pretty tight. You literally die right after you hit it. With some other setups that I was doing, you could fall for longer, but it wasn't as consistent to actually start falling straight off the roll. But this one is. So what you want to do is we want to basically line up the bottom of the screen with this line here. So aim down as far as you can, and we're going to make sure this line is lined up straight with the bottom of the screen, like as straight as it can be. So something like that should be fine. And now what we're going to do, depending where you're standing, if you try and like move really quickly, Isaac can sometimes change direction, or he'll like move. Like if you sometimes if you tap left after tapping forward, sometimes you end up going like that. So like if you press forward, then left, then forward, and then try and go left again, it's sometimes you can like that. So I pressed left, but I moved forward. So what you want to do is when you have it lined up, I'm just going to use this as an example. When you have it lined up, you want to tap left a little bit, just a tiny bit, and then start to move, and then you won't move forward. You want to make sure you do that. So line it up directly with the bottom of the screen, as straight as you can get it. It's not super specific, just as straight as you can get it. Like that, something like that I'll do. The one I'm going to tap left a tiny bit. Actually, I'm going to move right because you need to set this up. So I'm going to tap left a little bit so I don't like offset him, and then I'm going to move left until I see that part of that rock there, that side of the rock. Basically, as soon as I see that past this like texture here, you can see this texture like on the right side of the screen, like this one, like this here. You can see it like it's all here. When you see this become visible past this texture, so let me show you. Let me line this up. Alright, so as soon as you see it become visible like that, it's not too specific, just as soon as you see it pretty much, you can see that that part of the rock there, when I look straight down, is now visible from this texture. So when you see it like that, what you want to do is you want to basically just aim right here. So you can see like this black part like here right under my reticle. And then there's this little white part sticking out. I can't aim all the way down to it, but you just want to aim in this direction pretty much. So you could aim here if you wanted to. You could aim like, I guess you could aim at this thing if you wanted to. Just aim in this, this direction. Yeah, I guess you could aim like here as well as like a little black dot there you could aim at. But just aim in this direction. And all you want to do is let go of aim and roll. Without pressing forward. You don't want to move forward. You just want to press, just press roll. And you should hit the checkpoint. So let's try it. So I'm just going to press roll. As you can see, I instantly started falling when I rolled. And if we did it correctly, I should hit the checkpoint. And there we go. So you pretty much hit it literally right before you die. Also, it's faster to just die. You don't want to restart checkpoint for that one because you will. It's a bit slower, waiting for it to save. So just let yourself die, and then you're here. So that skips doing the extended part. It skips doing the mashing on E with the rappel getting cut, and then it skips the cutscene down here too. So it should save about an extra minute or so. I'm not entirely sure how much it's going to save, but it should save about an extra minute or so, depending on how fast you do the setup for it. Maybe not a minute, maybe like 40, 50 seconds. Still a decent time save though. But yeah.